pushing live camera audio.
You want to go ahead and make sure the mics are on?
Just 1, 2.
Test. Test. Test.
Principal Bruce Jennings and Athletic Director Troy Holmes welcome you to Don Jimmy Bungie Field for tonight's varsity football contest. Bremen welcomes their Marshall County neighbors, Triton High School. Beginning in 1965, this year marks the 55th year anniversary of this storied rivalry. The Trojans are coached by Rodney Eunice, and the Lions are coached by Jordan Leeper. Good sportsmanship is the cornerstone of Indiana High School Athletic Association and its member schools. Bremen and Triton enter this contest with mutual respect between players, coaches, officials, students, and staff.
Welcome, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy here alongside Caden Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan. We're live here from Bungie Field here in Bremen High School as the Triton Trojans get ready to take on the Bremen Lions. Caden, we were talking earlier in the ball game. This is a team that Triton coming in 2-0. But they were two hard-fought games. I mean, they were up in that South Central game. South Central came back, and then we saw a Caston game last week that, Caston, a much-improved team, held them to 2 points. I mean, they were down 12-0 most of that game.
Yeah, Triton was able to come from behind there and actually steal that win away from Caston. And Bremen, 2-1, three very hard-fought games, beat South Bend St. Joe, South Bend, Washington, but then lost last week to Mishawaka Marion. So they're ready to bounce back here against Trojans.
So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have the national anthem, and after that, we'll be after the starting lines. We'll be back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
September 11th. Those who lost their lives as a result of this terrorist attack, the brave responders who risked their lives to save fellow Americans regardless of color, religious, or political beliefs, and those who continue to live with the tragic memories of this infamous day. Would you please rise and join me in a moment of silence? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now honor America with the playing of our national anthem, played by the Bremen High School Marching Band under the direction of Brenna Gaizan. officials are Michael King, Scott Leffert, Mike Mendoza, Rick Parker, and Fred Schoen.
All right, there we got their national anthems. Caden, you know this, right? With the 331 for 331 here. I mean, you played here. I mean, it would have been your senior year was when I first started broadcasting for you guys. What's it like playing a Bremen team like this?
Bremen is always a tough-fought game. I don't care what the score comes out to be. It is one of the most fun games to play as a Triton Trojan, and I can't imagine it's going to be any different here today.
And you faced that team that just lost by on a missed field goal there that would have went to state that season. And you guys obviously were a great team there, winning that sectional championship back in 2 years ago. You know what Leaper's going to do over there. What kind of things does he throw? Does he kind of like to throw at you offensively and defensively?
He's going to want to run the ball, but he's not afraid to throw it either. And defensively, they're going to pressure you. Every single time they're going to get after you, pressure you, see if they can disrupt you, get you off of your rhythm, and force a turnover.
And that's one thing we saw last year. I mean, we held with Bremen for most of that game last year, and just like you said, they forced that turnover to make you commit. And unfortunately, we lost that one. But these guys here, I was talking to Farrell on Saturday in between those two volleyball games, and he said these guys are amped up. They're ready to go for this one. They're going to give Bremen all that they can handle. They're going to make them sweat tonight. That's why I told them, make them sweat. And that's what they're going to do. These boys are ready to work hard. They knew they came out flat in that opening half there last week. They're going to come out firing all cylinders here in this first quarter. And hopefully the rest of the ball game. Back to receive for the Bremen Lions is going to be Lance Moser, number 24, and number 10, their leading rusher, Blake Dingus. Back to receive the Lucas Cabrera kick as he's kind of kicking with the wind's kind of blowing from the southeast, so he's going to have to push this one just a little bit. Line drive kick goes back. It's going to be Moser off his face. Max picks it up. He goes up to his 20-yard line, back into the 25, breaks the tackle there. Here comes Farrell, and he takes him down. The fridge froze him on that one, and that's where Bremen will take over to start their drive. You saw there, Lance Moser really moved through those blocks real well, breaking tackles and everything. I mean, he's going to be a tough guy to bring down. So that defensive front goes and lines up as it's 1st and 10 now. At their own 26.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they're going to – oh, there they go.
So Nunemaker will come out receiving instruction from Coach Leeper, 28 and 22 in his 5th season at Bremen. Like I said, 2018 won the sectional and the regional championship. It's a very good program up here, and it shows. Caden can speak firsthand for that one. They're going to bring Hunt here on the near side. Nunemaker takes snap, goes on to Dingus. Dingus up the left side, breaks through a tackle. He gets to the outside just a little bit. He'll rumble forward for a pretty good gain on 1st down.
He's able to bust right through that left side gap that the Bremen line was able to open up there, and he picked up around 6 yards, 5-6 yards there.
Yeah, it looks like gain of 6 on that. I mean, that's kind of what you want to look at for 1st down, but for the Trojans, I mean, you got Cam Shively over there, the very talented sophomore with Lemler. I mean, those two right there, that's a lot to handle on that one side, right there in the middle of that line. But you got Nate Ames on that far side, so, I mean, Dingus is going to be running on that left side all night long. They break the huddle here. Now they're going to go work second down and 4. Their own 32-yard line. Nunemaker's going to work out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to either side, or 2 backs in the backfield split to either side. Takes the snap. Goes with the sweep to the left there to Dingus, and he'll get through for a 1st down.
That's one thing Bremen's going to want to do against our Triton's 4-4 defense. They're going to spread the receivers out and try to push some of those outside linebackers that Triton has out further and try to run up the gut. Then you see Dingus able to swing it out there, but watch for that later in the game.
And those guys are going to be really good on the edges and have to really make those reads here. I mean, that was a 8-yard gain on that play. So, I mean, they're going to keep running the ball like that. They're going to give it to them. They're going to run it. You got Dominic Smith out there on that outside linebacker. He's going to kind of run almost on a corner spot.
Yep.
He's going to cover Hunter Bennett out there in the slot. Nunemaker goes to work. Bennett gets it on the sweep. Comes the near side. Cabrera's going to get a hand on him.
Yep.
And he'll get a pretty good gain on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and short.
I don't know if you saw that or not, but Cabrera looked like he was trying to rip that ball out as they were going to the ground there to try to force turnover.
That's one thing. It's kind of nice being down here somewhat close to the field. You can see the action a little bit. you can see a little bit better.
Don't have to have your binoculars on?
Not yet.
The scoreboard may look off a few times. It said 70 here a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a – Kenny, I'll let you explain that one.
Yeah, it's the LEDs on that scoreboard are having a heck of a time for our camera trying to read it.
So here we go, Nunemaker back under center. I formation in the backfield. Here goes the snap. He's going to take it off there. That's going to be Trevor Rowe, I believe. That's who that was.
Dominic Smith getting in there to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and short.
I don't have a 28.
Micah Burkholder. I'll write that down.
Yep. That was Micah Burkholder. Didn't have him on the list.
Yep. I don't see that name anywhere on our roster.
Nope. And I went off the one I got.
3rd and 1 here. A yard shy of midfield.
So here we go now. Nunemaker back under center. Trojans really coming up. Here comes Farrell. He's cheating up there. Going to go to Dingus, but he's going to have enough for a first down. He'll rumble right through that Trojan defensive front. And Bremen continues to.
40.
So Bremen now finds themselves into enemy territory. Just passing that 50-yard line. This group's already run the ball really well to here in the get-go. That's one thing I noticed. Leaper always has his quarterback come over to the sideline to him in between every play. And he doesn't. They don't signal nothing. They go back and forth.
Well, as long as quarterback doesn't get tired, there's not really a problem with that.
Hey, keeps him in condition that way.
You get tired running across that field so many times.
2 wide receivers split to either side. Here comes Burkholder on the fake.
Pass.
Dingus pulls it back. Here he goes, open lane up front. Westaver's going to trip him up there.
Nunemaker there on the almost quarterback draw.
He looked like he wanted to pass there, but he pulled right down and just took off. And Keegan gets in there and trips him up, luckily, because he would have went a lot further.
Yep.
So a gain of 7 on the play?
Yep,
8 on
7,
the play.
7. Well,
Yeah,
they're at the 40.
So I was going to say, I thought that was.
They don't have them quite matched.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Andy math.
Exactly. So we're going to go back. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Dingus on the left hip of Nunemaker. Triton staying put. Here's a snap. Goes back to Dingus. Dingus up the right side. Runs right through. Tripped up by Westaver.
He got the first down.
But he got the first down. Like Caden said, move the chains. Bremen's on the move. And that's one thing. If this defense can make a stop, or, I mean, even hold them, or they either try to kick or have to go for them on 4th down, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
You know, when they get on offense, they got to put points up tonight. This is going to play a near-perfect game, like Coach Eunice said in that Times Union article. It's going to be a near-perfect game here tonight.
And you're going to have to be perfect. Every time you play a school like Bremen or a school like Knox, someone who's bigger than you has more depth that they can bring in, you've got to be perfect because you can't afford to make those mistakes.
Exactly. A big offensive line back there on the left tackle spot is Brody Eschenberger. Dingus gets it on the pitch on the outside. He's going to work himself left. He's got Eschenberger out front blocking out. He just took out Gavin Butler. He's down the way, and that's a big gain on first down. And the Lions move the chains again, moving closer to that red zone. I'll tell you what, Eschenberger got out in front, and Gavin Butler got ran over by a truck.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they pulled 2, maybe 3 offensive linemen on that to help bring that swing out there for Dingus.
I think I'm pretty sure you're right because, I mean, you saw Eschenberger, but you saw they did pull the 2 other linemen out there to block. I mean, the blocking for Bremen here tonight really owning that Trojan front.
They're already in the red zone for the first time. They've held the ball for over 4 minutes here. Long drive. Defense needs to get off the field.
And that's another thing, like you talk about with this team. I mean, we don't have the depth, so you don't have guys that. Oh, and there's Nate Amsden gets after Burkholder and brings him down. And Nate's a guy you keep an eye on. He gets in that backfield in a hurry. What I was saying there a moment ago.
We'll do a replay. See if we get it working.
Watch Nate Amsden here on your near side end. He'll break right through there, sees Burkholder, and he'll just reach out and grab him with those long arms and brings him down. Nice play there by the senior Nate Amsden. And that's what he's known for. I mean, we see him. He gets off that edge in a hurry, and he gets after the ball carrier, the quarterback. He's good at it.
According to Max Preps, he is averaging a sack and a half a game, so we'll see if he can keep that trend going here against Bremen if they drop back to pass.
The Lions are going to split 2 wide receivers out to either side. Back in the backfield is going to be Grant Kaufman with Nunemaker. Here's the snap, looking right. Keeps the first read, goes to Bennett, but no, it's going to go on here on the near side. Catching the ball there is going to be Connor Hunt, the tight end. As now they're moving it through the air. So 7-yard gain on the play. Oh, 8-yard gain on the play.
Yep.
Don't let him get off the ball.
Coach Whitaker trying to dial something up with that defense. Because Bremen's came out with, they came out of the, I'm telling you what, they came out like opening of the game on their foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's like they're playing with a chip on their shoulder after that loss they had last week against Mishawaka Marion.
And Marion's is no slouch. Let me tell you, that's going to be a good football team this year. Nunemaker working out the shotgun, rolling left, pulls back, throws it back across the middle.
And that pass broken up.
And on that break up there, I believe that was Hunter McIntyre, the accelerator, got in on that one.
I think Orion got that on, so we got replay here. I think it got it zoomed in good enough.
McIntyre, the single high safety there. He sees it, and he reads it really well. Watch him. Kind of see him coming in here kind of late. Gets right in there and takes him out right as he got that ball. That was a good play by Hunter McIntyre to break that one up.
An 11-play drive so far for Bremen. They are going to go for it here on 4th and 4 from Triton's 14.
So Newmaker back to the shotgun, two backs on either hip. Hard count, drops back, looking left, going to go back up for Bennett. Butler's got to look
Gavin
for it.
Butler.
And Butler knocks it away.
It
Nice play by Gavin Butler. That's the stop the Trojans needed. And the Big Blue Wrecking Crew comes up big on 4th down.
Yeah, here's that. Good zoomed in on that one also.
Watch Butler making a play on the ball. Bennett falling away from it. Butler turned around at the last second, got that hand up. Caden, you played defensive back. That was a pretty good play by that young man.
Yeah, he almost got burnt there. He turned his head the wrong way, turned away from the receiver, but he was able to stick that hand up, knock that down.
Kind of use that little bit of that length that young man's got.
Yeah.
So Cole Shively brings his offense out. We'll see what this wing T offense can do here. 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. McIntyre out there with Trey Shue in the backfield. They're going to go to the accelerator. He's going to break up through the line. It's going to be a short game, but hey, it went forward, didn't go backwards. We'll take it.
Maybe gain on that play.
I think maybe 3, I think.
3-4 yards.
So 2nd and 7 now. And, like I said, that line, Cade, our line has played really decent. I mean, yeah, we're not as big,
Yep.
but you got a lot of athleticism on that line when Fairchild and Farrell and Tyler Amson, but the two bookends and Lemler and Shively, those are two pretty legit bookends.
They're going to use that Tyler Amsden. He's a little skinnier guy, but they're going to use him as a pulling guard like they did with Vincent Helton back in the day when I played the year before me. So, a loss of 3 there, going to back it up.
So they read that one. Bremen got in there, good defensive play, got right through that line. So Hunt in on there on the tackle for the Lions. Must be Triton's 3rd game of the season, no LaVille game, so they're getting their 3rd game in here, which would have been Caston like usual. Shively back under center. Here goes Cabrera in motion. Bremen jumped.
I don't know. They might get Amsden on that. Amsden kind of jumped a little bit too.
I think it's going to be on. Triton. They start walking. Yep. Nate jumped a little too soon. And that's one thing in that wing T offense, and Cole does a good job with that hard count to get defenses to jump on it. But it's also, as a guy up along the line and everything, you got to stay put.
Yep.
That's got to be a hard thing to do, so you're raring to go. Well, you were a wide receiver, so you kind of.
We were always taught just look at the ball. Don't really. You listen for it, but then just stare at the ball. Don't move till that ball moves.
Here we go, Shively again. 2 wide receivers here, or 1 wide receiver. Little hero is Keegan Westaver. Shively gets away, but in on the sack. That's going to be number 23, Grant Kaufman. The senior comes through and pushes the Trojans back. 4th down. That's going to send Lucas Cabrera back to kick it away. Now this will be a key kick here. Lucas has got the wind to his back somewhat.
He's punting from the looks like 3-yard line back there.
So that line's got to do their job and keep them Lions back. Back deep to receive is Hunter Bennett. As we're going to see our first punt of the game, Lucas Cabrera's got a pretty good leg. He's going to have to use that wind and get a hold of this one here. Snap's good. He's going to get it away. No pressure. High kick. That's going to trail back beyond the 40. Bennett's going to take it. Here comes Holland. He doesn't get there in time. Bennett changes direction, cuts back in. Farrell, and that's Farrell and Trenton Conley in on the tackle. Good job covering that kick. However, the Lions are going to start in pretty good field position as they drove, like you said, 11 plays that last drive. Or 12 plays, rather.
Yep.
Right?
11-play drive.
So 37-yard lines where they're going to take off here at Bungie Field. No score yet. 3:12 remaining in the ball game. As we said, the camera's going to be a little fidgety. It's not so much of what we're doing wrong. It's just the way the scoreboard and the camera are talking back and forth.
Yeah, our angle, the score, the way that scoreboard's built, and the way the lights are in it, I'm fighting it so far about every other play.
So Newmaker back out of the shotgun with Burkholder. Here goes Dingus in motion. They look like they're going to go sweep. There it is. He gets an opening there, but in on the tackle initially. I mean, Farrell's there, but I think Cabrera got his hands on him first.
Yep.
No, I think it was McIntyre. Gain
Gain of 2 there.
That's going to bring in Josh Lemler. He's going to check in as Fairchild will get a break.
People might notice our angle is a little different tonight, too. We're on the visiting stands.
Hey, but appreciate Bremen's hospitality. Make sure we had power and
At a table.
and we got good internet connection. So, we'll take it. Power eye formation now. One wide receiver on either side of Noonamaker.
Yep.
Dinguson is the tailback. As Noonamaker goes,
Draw the Dingus there.
And look at him run. Rumbles right through him.
He's not stopping those legs on that first contact. He's keeping them churning, and that's going to get him them extra yards to get that first down.
Kind of reminds you of an Ethan Berry running the ball there. Big back.
Yeah. 26.
So the Lions get another first down. They've had how many first downs in this ball game?
They've had 4 first downs. That'll be their 5th.
This team's moving the ball really well. This Trojan defense stood tall in key moments. 2 wide receivers split to the near side, 1 solo left. Pitches out here to Burkholder. He's going to work away. The edge got sealed there. Cabrera trying to fight through the block. As Burkholder stoned his feet, he's going to have a free lay in for a 26-yard touchdown. Bremen's on the board first here at Bungie Field.
Let's see the replay on that one.
Yep.
Okay.
So keep an eye here. Burkholder, they did a good job initially getting downfield, but you're going to watch Hunter Bennett lay a real nice block. Did a good job blocking there as Cabrera couldn't get there, but Burkholder ran right through the defenders, and 26 yards to the house. Puts his Lions up 6-0, and that's going to send out to kick number 83, Angel Estrada, who's been pretty good this season. And that's going to send Zarnecki to hold. Snap's good, ball's down, it's up, and it's in. And just like that, 7-0 ball game.
And that was sparked off of that first long drive from Bremen, and then they were able to back Triton up even further to give themselves good field position. Starting at 37, that was only a 78-second drive there.
Yeah, and then you saw that. I mean, that first drive, they knew they could push around this defense. I mean, yeah, we got a good lucky break with Butler turning around and knocking that ball away there initially, but then the offense did not getting a first down really hurt them. And that gave Bremen more fuel to the fire.
Actually lost 12 yards on the Triton's first possession there.
So Anthony Shue and Hunter McIntyre and Amari Snyder back to receive. They're going to run 3 guys back here. It's not something you see every day.
No. You're losing blockers that way if one kicks to the middle of you.
I wonder if they're going to – they're going to push on. So Hunter's going to be the lone back there then.
Only 1 touchdown, Blue. You get back. You get back and make them turn the ball.
So Estrada gets ready to go. Now, one thing I did see, this team is very good. Our Trojans are pretty good up front. There's some good hands up there in that front line. There's not one guy with bad hands on that front line.
One thing I'm noticing here before Bremen gets ready to kick it off, they have 4 on our side and then 6 players on the near side, making me think they're going to want to kick to the left here, more towards, who's that? Amari Snyder back there.
Yep. Good observation. See, Caden, that's why I like having you on the broadcast. That player IQ up here, guy who's done it before.
Yep.
Estrada goes here to the right.
Yep.
As Anthony Shue gets it, he's going to take in real close to that sideline, gets through. Now Shue trying to break 1 tackle, breaks 2, but here comes number 34, Austin McKenzie, to bring him down. And that's one thing with Anthony Shue. Once he gets rolling, he can break through the tackles.
He's one player who also doesn't stop his feet, kind of like Dingus does for Bremen.
Just think, he's only a freshman.
Yep.
6'1", 185 pounds. Wish I would have been that big in high school. I mean, as a senior.
That makes 2 of us.
Is 160 pounds soaking wet when I was a senior. I mean, that was
I know what that's like.
5'11", and that, I mean, you're just a string bean.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Shively back under center. McIntyre and Shue split back there. Cabrera in motion. And I think we're going to
Did we get another jump there?
Offside.
I don't know. Shively stood up, and he was pointing after they started to blow the whistle.
We're going to find out.
Yep, it's on Bremen.
There we go.
The hard count worked.
Hard count.
And we've seen that work. I mean, you knew against Culver. Culver had that hard count. It worked really. I mean, it's effective. And Ziaja was really good at running that hard count. So here we go. First down and 5 now from their own 26-yard line. Butler brings in the play. Or, excuse me, that may have been Keegan.
I didn't see it.
Oh, sorry. No, that's not right. That would have been Cole Irvine who checked in.
Yep. Thought it was 24.
I caught the tail end. I saw white gloves, so I was trying to figure out which kid it was.
There we go.
There you go.
McIntyre gets on the misdirection. He works up through. Look at the accelerator drive through.
As soon as he took that handoff, he saw a Bremen kid running right at him. He made that first initial cut and was able to get through that hole and pick up 4 yards there.
And Hunter's such a patient runner. I mean, yeah, like I said, the accelerator, he finds a hole, he accelerates through it, but yet he's patient. He waits till a block opens up or a little bit of a hole, then he takes off. He's not one of those guys just to run blindly into the line and pray that the hole opens up. Trey Shue, the fullback back there with Cabrera in the wing back spot. West over here on the near side. Goes up to Trey Shue. Oh, no, Shively's going to keep it in the play action fake. He's rolling right. Shively trying to get plus yardage. Don't think he's going to get a first down, though.
I think he lost yards. Maybe.
I think he moved back a yard.
Yep.
So 3rd down now and 2. As we're inside that final minute of the first quarter, Bremen leads 7-0. As Bryles will check in now for the Big Blue Wrecking Crew. I told Farrell I'd use it. we had this discussion.
15 on the play clock here. Cabrera lines up wide.
Shively now under center. Here we go. Dropping back, looking left.
Pass.
Has got Cabrera wide open, and Cabrera gets the pass. Corrals it. Good job by Cabrera to slow down. Now that was kind of a slow working pass, or I guess a slow developing play. Watch the play here. Shively had a good, clean pocket to throw from, and Cabrera stops there on the little curl route, comes right back into it. I mean, Zarnecki didn't really have much of a play, but, it was kind of a slow developing play.
And that was able to happen because of what the line did up front. They were able to block, give him enough time to get that ball off.
And we got a pretty good, it's a very athletic line as the first quarter's going to end here 7-0.
Yep.
Triton trailing by 7 to the host Lions. We're seeing some pretty good power football here tonight. Looking at these two going back, Caden, series in the last 35 years. Triton, Bremen's won that. They've owned this series, and they've owned 331.
Yeah.
32 wins to Triton's 2. And last meeting they won 27-6, and Harold predicting 35-10 score. If Bremen keeps moving the ball the way they are tonight, you're going to have to put points on the board.
And but the thing is, you can put these points on the board against Bremen, but they're going to score more than you. That is what they want to do. That is their end goal, is how many points can we beat you by. It's not if we can beat you, it's how many can we beat you by. And
they're going to, well, there you go. And that's another thing we're bringing, I really like bringing Caden's experience in on this is, like you said right there, you played Bremen, you know what they're going to do. You can put points on the board, but like you said, they're going to keep it. It's kind of like the Chiefs. Yeah, you can put points against them, but you got better make it.
They're not going to take their foot off.
Exactly. So other action here as we get ready to get the second quarter underway tonight. We got Casson at Pioneer, Knox is at Judson. That's going to be apparently that's going to be a pretty good ball game. Knox at Judson, LaVille, I think getting started there at Winnemac.
Yep.
And then West Central is at Culver for that one. Looking up there at top, North Judson 2-0, 3-0 ultimately.
How's Pioneer doing? Have they played
Pioneer,
yet?
they're
2-1.
2-1, but they beat a Chesterton team.
Did they?
They beat a 5A school, or 6A school rather. I think they're 5A.
6A, I think I said.
6A?
What I heard.
Well, we'll go with it. 6A. Sounds good.
Works for me.
We'll round up one. That's pretty impressive. A 2A school going down and beating a 6A school. That takes some doing, boys.
That's one thing. Triton, if they are able to make that sectionals this year, they won't have Pioneer in their regionals anymore.
Exactly, but we have got one tough sectional.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think we have one of the tougher 1A sectionals in the state.
And you got to remember that why they are a 2A is because of the success.
Whoa, looky here. Here goes Shue. Trey Shue, the second leading rusher, up the gut. Got me sleeping. As he goes through that line and rumbles forward from his own 36 all the way down. Watch him here go through that line.
I was sleeping too.
Uh-oh. So Shue gets through. You'll kind of see him burst through there at kind of the bottom of the side of your screen. Then Orion catches up. And then Zarnecki brings him down. That was a big gain, Caden. How many? See how quick your math is.
From the 36 to 29, so you got 14 plus another 21, 35 yards. Something like that.
I'm buying Caden dinner. Shively going back. That's going to be Conley, and he'll bundle up forward. He'll get stopped in the line. Boy, they're going to take him off his feet and bring him down.
3 yards, that's good.
So, hey, that's a couple yards.
3 yards, yep.
But positive yards, the Trojans threatening here.
First time in Bremen territory here on their second drive.
Not a bad way to go. That, I mean, like I said, Trey Shue on the season. I mean, that guy's, he's your, like I said, your second leading rusher.
And that was a slow developing play, too. He was patient, saw that hole open up, and shot right through it like a cannon.
And that's just like Hunter McIntyre teaching him how to do that. So Shively back. Here we go. Cabrera in motion. We're going to get a movement along the line. I think we're going to get a – they're going to move the Trojans back. That's what I thought.
False start.
False start on the offense, moving back 5 yards. And repeat, second down. Boy, Bremen's got a pretty good size student section over there.
Yeah, it's quite larger than ours we have over here in our away stands.
And then you also get all their band.
Yeah, true. Well, we got to appreciate the volleyball girls and the other students showing up.
Yep. Yeah, the football players, they were there last night cheering the volleyball players on.
And I'm sure they'll be there tomorrow morning.
Good game we had last night there against Tippy Valley.
Yes, we did, as they broke the brooms out in Bourbon. Cabrera in motion, going again. Shively rolling back. Here comes the pressure. Screen pass.
Going to find Cabrera, but he's not going to have really anywhere to go.
And we got a little bit of laundry out there.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's going to be a roughing the passer or that's going to be a block in the back. I didn't really see anybody. Oh, it's going to be a hold. I didn't think he had enough time to hold him. Because you saw 3 free rushers. I'm like, well, who's getting held? So 2 penalties killing this drive now.
Was it accepted? Yes, it was by Bremen.
So moving back again, big hole now on second down.
And so just like that, 2 penalties in a row have cost the Triton Trojans 15 yards, and this is going to be a 2nd and 26 here.
So after that big Trey Shue play, I mean, they move up and then they quickly move back.
Yep.
I mean, penalties is one thing this group's going to have to do, is going to have to get better at this season. Shively working on the shotgun.
Shively
Here comes the pressure. He's going to throw it up. Land out over through Snyder. Ooh, that was close. Libby was there. Eunice wants a flag.
Take a look and see what
it almost looked like, who was it, Snyder? It looked like he almost stopped running there, slowed down, kind of threw off the timing here. We'll see if we go spread again.
Yeah, he slowed down right there. I mean, I know that would have been pass interference, Caden. I mean, he made contact. Libby made contact.
Did he?
So when he was coming back around, Libby kind of extended his hands out, looking at the receiver, not the ball. I can see where Eunice wanted pass interference there on that one. So 2 wideouts left again. McIntyre on the left tip of Shively. Low snap.
Low snap. Got to get away. That's going to be sacked. Back to Triton's 45.
And that Bremen sideline's fired up following that one. That line just let that Bremen comes right through. That'll send Cabrera back to kick again, and Bennett's back to receive.
My spot is right. That was a 13-yard sack there.
Jeez. They got a pretty good size line. I mean, you got a guy out there, Lance Moser, 6'1", 220. Looks a lot bigger than that, though.
Yeah.
Force the fumble, Blue! Force the fumble!
Cabrera to kick.
Had a really nice punt last time. This one.
That one's going to die. It's going to hit a brick wall. And it's going to take a Bremen bounce.
That was a net punt of 0 yards there.
Yep, that doesn't go anywhere.
So did he have no spin on the ball with the valve stem down and made it drop?
I might have to call Coach Perry. She might be able to instruct him on that one. Hey, you know, I'll tell you what, as a former outfielder, when sometimes it doesn't matter what you're playing, that ball can hit a brick wall if the wind blowing, and it'll drop. And that thing there, I mean, he just had too much air underneath of it, and that wind coming in from the southeast just really pushed that ball up, and then that backspin made it just, oh, man. Bremen gets another good starting field position. Look for them to threaten a score here. Dingus and Burkholder in the backfield. Nunemaker back under center. Dropping back to pass, looking towards Bennett. High pass. Butler's got to defend it. And Bennett.
That is a great play there from a high school kid. Back shoulder throw, great catch all around. There's nothing much more Gavin Butler can do there.
I mean, you watch Bennett. Bennett's a very talented senior wide receiver, and then Nunemaker put that ball right where it needed to be. I mean, he drops back. I mean, plenty of time, but Bennett, watch him get position here and just turns there. Like I said, back shoulder, turn to it. The former wide receiver to my right knows how to do that. One wide receiver on either side. Gonna have Hunt there in the tight end slot as Nunemaker goes back under center, goes up.
Back Dingus. That's 6 yards, 7 yards there.
That power running game proving to be strong here for Bremen, as they're threatening to go find pay dirt yet again after a, that's where, like you said, you got to play mistake-free football. This group's going to make you pay.
Jam the receivers and play cover 1.
So here we go now. 2nd down and 5 from the Trojan 15-yard line. Unamaker goes back to work. Power I formation for them. They're going to switch Hunt to either side.
Yep.
Watch him go to the left here. There goes Burkholder.
Outside.
Burkholder's got space again. He scored one earlier, and he's going to have another one out
There's
there.
Another one. I think he's in. Yep.
15-yard touchdown. He had some good blocking up front to get through there. The Trojans couldn't quite bite there and get through the blocks on that touchdown for Bremen, and they're like that. They're up 2 scores.
That was a 1 minute and 16-second drive. So the last 2 drives for Bremen have averaged 1 minute and 17 seconds, and they both resulted in scores.
Talk about a fast-paced offense. There you go. Fast break, and they're just taking off and going. You really haven't seen real big plays, though. I mean, they're moving the ball the old-fashioned way, like called old ground and pound.
Got a block.
And they'll block that one. So the Trojans keep it down. After that, Estrada's kick blocked there by, I believe it was Lucas Cabrera might have been on that one.
Guess we could punch it through and see what shows.
Who you watch there? I think Cabrera got through on that one. Yeah, that was that. Yeah. Oh, no, right up the middle. I think that was Caleb Lemler got in there and blocked that one. Lemler got those big old.
Yep. He's got them big paws on him there. He's able to reach up and knock that one down.
He slaps that one there, so.
We didn't call him Cubby for nothing.
Oh, man. I was telling him, I'm pretty sure he can throw bales 6'7" high.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yes, stay in the stands, Kenny.
Okay. Well, I'll have
I
to
don't
push.
think he can get out anyway.
I have to
I don't know.
push either way, or
Well, I'm telling you.
kind of like LaVille up the Bike County. Kind of once you got squeezed in, we kind of stayed there.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Let's put it this way. I'm not getting out of this spot anytime soon.
I got all the freedom down
Oh,
here.
yeah, you don't have the knee buster bar. Although, funny story with the green tables, though. The first time it would have been that first year I broadcasted when Hensley hit that 3 to tie it, or to almost win the game that year.
Yep.
I about knocked the table over. So I stood up, about knocked over, and I had to catch it because all the equipment was ready to go flying off.
Don't be standing up tonight. I don't care how excited you get.
Nope, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Orion may have Kenny in between us, but he probably could reach me from over there. Nothing, huh?
No comment there from Orion. And that's going to roll into the end zone.
That was smart by McIntyre, I think.
That was at Culver, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
I knocked that was a Bremen, where I almost knocked the table over.
Green table.
It was a green table.
Oh, for basketball.
Yeah, for basketball. Football, I haven't knocked one over yet.
We had a little catastrophe last year at Culver with the table. Well, didn't end up being a catastrophe, but I think the table got tilted.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Because if I did, I don't remember it.
Triton's going to start it here from their own 20 after the touchback. 8 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
So Shively back under center. We'll see if this offense can get some points on the board. Shoe the lone back. He'll get it up the middle, and that Mack truck will get stopped in a hurry.
3 4-yard gain. Westford's going to take the play here from Coach Eunice on the sideline.
Okay, so now that's one thing. I've never asked a player this. How hard is it to know those things? Is it just like baseball you got to know, or is this something you guys rehearse? Or?
When I played, it had been 2 years ago now, we still ran that spread formation. And so we had Coach May, who's standing right next to Coach Eunice there. He would give us our formation signal, and then we'd have a player hold up four-color card, and then someone else do numbers. And James had a playbook on his sleeve there.
Okay.
And it'd be corresponding to the number and the color.
Boy, that's a lot to remember.
It's really not once you get into it. And
you just know I got to do this specific thing, and I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm just doing this.
This is what you basically focus on your assignment. As the sweep there from Cabrera didn't quite work. That's one thing. You see that on college sidelines with all the goofy pictures and everything else like that. I'm like, How in the world?
That's what it feels like.
Oh, man. So Shively's now going to work on the shotgun. 3rd down and 11. In their own 19. Bremen threatening to come across there. Shively gets it across. High pass, too high for Westaver.
Lucky that was a forward pass. That could have easily been called a fumble there from where it looks from our perspective here. Bremen could have picked that up and ran it back.
So Westaver had a good look on it. I mean, Keegan tried to get it up there to get that one, but that pass is just a little sailing a little too high.
Yep.
Now Cabrera here may not want to try to boot that ball as high as he can. He needs to keep that at kind of a low kick.
His first punt was really good. It had the distance, it had the height, it had the hang time, but that last one was all height and hang time. That's a good punt there.
Bennett waving it off.
Yep. Good fair catch. Farrell was going to blow him up if not.
The
I
fridge-
thought he might have.
I thought he was
missed
going
that.
to. The fridge was going to freeze him. So 6:25 to go here in the second quarter at Bungie Field. I'm Andy O'Hare alongside Caden Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As we get this week 4 game underway. It's 3rd for us, but it's 4 for them.
Hey, and just think, LaVille opening night.
Yeah, and LaVille's getting a chance to play tonight. So
Are they at home or?
No, I think they're on
LaVille
away.
is.
at Winamac.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So Nunemaker's going to flip Hunt around to the right side. Power I formation. 2 wide receivers to either side. Dingus gets through, but Smith had him wrapped up.
Shoves Dominic Smith right off of him.
With that cold forearm shiver, threw him down.
That's a very effective stiff arm there.
He's a guy that can probably do it. I mean, 6'2", 215 as a senior, and he runs the ball pretty effective.
First down.
So they'll keep moving the chains. 10-yard gain on the play.
Yep. Other than the opening kickoff, Bremen has started in Triton territory all other 3 possessions. 37, 45, 47.
So the home team getting great field position either way you look at it. As Nunemaker, we're going to get a
That's
timeout for Bremen.
Timeout Bremen.
Leaper didn't like how things were lined up. So I'm going to guess.
Yep.
So they'll come back off there.
Timeout there.
Of course, tomorrow we got the
Barbecue.
barbecue. We get barbecue tomorrow.
And then
And fish.
fish later in the evening.
Yes.
Head down to the Argus Fairgrounds.
Oh, I'm not going to miss that. We got volleyball all day tomorrow, so looking forward to that. We got cross country early in the morning.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be up early tomorrow.
Well, they get golf and tennis. Then it's 9 o'clock. No matter, take your pick.
Yeah.
Take your pick. We'll be in the gym at least.
Show up somewhere. There's going to be something going on.
Exactly.
I'll be at work.
Yeah, well,
We got to have that tech support.
Yeah, we got to have tech support. Whether he's under the house or not, well, we'll get Kenny's help. Oh, boy. So hopefully next week, if everything works out, we'll get to host Culver, and that'll be senior night. Just let everybody know that. That's what they're planning for.
Yep, all the other fall sports except for volleyball. They're going to have them all.
All gonna be
Golf,
recognized.
tennis, yep, and cross country. So some reason I get to walk across the
Oh,
field
go.
out there.
Now,
right.
where's our photographer? Oh, he's down there on the
Yep,
40 there.
40 down there.
Next to the Powerade coolers.
I think I got picked for a photographer next week for the senior
you?
night.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
because somebody's a little busy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Guess what? Don't
We're-
touch anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch a single thing. just the camera. Don't touch anything else.
I'm going to be standing out there and I'm going to get a phone call.
Hey, Kenny, is this thing supposed to be smoking? I'm not sure. Hey, I made it one broadcast and nothing broke, except I just messed the score up one time. I messed the scoreboard up. Forgot to put the scoreboard back up.
Bremen comes out in a 21 position here. That means 2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right.
Ah, learned something new there. Yep. Dingus up the middle, and he rumbles right through. What's going to be? McIntyre got hit on the knees on that one. He's a tough dude, gets back up.
It looks like they're going to move the chains again.
And they got a pretty solid front line there for Bremen. I mean, you look what they got up there. They got Lane Mosier, 6'1", 220, Zach Schmucker, 6 foot, 275 pounds as a sophomore. Brody Beasley, 5'10", 190 pounds. Marty Mangus, 6 foot, 210 pounds, and then Brody Etchenberger there on the tackle spot, 6'4", 260 as a junior. Holy cow.
That's a lot of meat on that line.
You talk about hog mollies up front. There they are.
Yep. 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Unamaker, two
Gets it
backs
off.
to the backfield. Burkholder now. Oh, nice job by Farrell, the fridge. He gets through and get the tackle there. No gain on the play. Might have moved him back a fuzz.
28, Micah Burkholder on the carry. Stopped by 58, Jeremiah Farrell.
I think a loss of 1 on that play.
So the fridge freezes them for at least 1 yard there. Second down, 11, 5:22 and some 5:20.
5:20.
5:20 remaining. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Burkholder in the backfield. As Nunemaker works out of the shotgun. Low snap fumbles it. Burkholder picks it up, and he'll keep going. The defensive line got there in a hurry. Third down now and long for the Bremen Lions.
Yeah, see who bobbled that one there.
I think Nunemaker did on the snap. It was a
I think
low.
it was a little low.
Yeah,
Yep.
they real low. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Burkholder with the heads-up play for the Lions. Picks it up. Gets through there. And Farrell's going to initially hit him, but it's going to be Fairchild and Amsden bringing him down. There we go now. Third down and 9.
Yeah, 9, not 29, what it's showing. I am fighting this.
Nunemaker with the hard count of the shotgun, looking left.
They're gonna fake the screen, and they had someone going deep.
dropped
Dingus
it.
drops an easy one there. Hit him in the hand. Good pressure there on the quarterback.
That'll bring up fourth down.
Who was that? I can't. Is that 57?
Run a 4-4 Tampa 2.
Yep, Fairchild on the
Tampa 2.
pressure there.
You know, Fairchild's one, I'll tell you what, he's really came to his own. He's just been a little motor down there, a pretty good sized motor down there in that line. He gets through the block. I mean, he gets out of his defensive stance in a hurry and does a good job getting through those blocks to get to the ball carrier.
4th and 9 here. We've seen Bremen go with success with Dingus to the outside and try to stretch out that Triton defense. Curious to see what they'll do here. He's going to pass on a little hot route, and that's going to give him the first down.
They get Burkholder out of the slot. Caden called it there with the hot route. First down as they'll convert yet again. They've only not converted on 1 4th down, right?
Yes.
Now is the pass into the end zone
Yep.
earlier.
No punts yet from Bremen.
Now you're down here, first down and 10. What kind of defense are you going to run up against these guys? Because I mean, they're pushing through us and everything else. I mean, what do you defend at this point?
Yeah, that's a tough question because Triton's already run that 4-4, so they're already trying to clog up those running lanes. But I think Bremen is starting to adapt, and they're starting to throw the ball more against that 4-4, which is most likely what I'd be doing if I was Coach Leeper as well.
I mean, they're opening that slot right up as Burkholder works himself through. They're going to go on to Dingus.
Outside, and Cabrera had him, let him go.
Dingus, a man possessed, runs back through those tacklers and gets some yards on the carry. I mean, Cabrera had him wrapped up initially, couldn't quite bring him down.
Jam the receivers, play cover 1 now. Jam the receivers, play cover 1.
22.
Okay, second down and 7. Oh, second down and goal.
From the 7, yes.
From the
second
7.
goal.
Here we go. Nunemaker back under center, got that power I formation. Play action fake, looking for Bennett in the
He's
corner of
got
the
him.
end zone.
He's
He's
got
got him. There it is. Oh,
Did he
he
get his
dropped
feet
it.
down? Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it. He had 6 points in his hands and dropped them. Gavin Butler, don't expect that to happen again because that young man does not miss what's coming to him very often.
Just a simple little poco there. Fake left, go towards corner of the end zone.
I mean, they really loaded up that, like you said, they loaded up that left side. So here we go now. Third down and goal.
One thing about this 4-4 defense that Triton runs is because of the lack of defensive backs out there, it is hard for them to want to press up against their wide receivers because they have no safety help back.
Oh my goodness. McIntyre had a hand on it.
Did they touchdown?
Yeah, he got it.
Call a touchdown.
Let's see what we can see on that one.
Sorry to interrupt you, Caden, on that
No,
one.
you're right.
But McIntyre got a hand on that one. He had it. Couldn't quite corral it. Tried to get.
Got a little tip coming through.
I mean, he jumped the route really nice. Got in front of Hunt, but McIntyre trying to bring it in. It went through his hand and goes right into the waiting hands of Hunt, and that's another Bremen touchdown.
And that was close to actually him catching it before it hit the ground.
Wow.
That might be a play of the night.
Well, ABC 57's here, and I think he got it.
It's kind of what I was thinking. I thought maybe that ball had hit the ground, so that's why I was waiting to see the call
Well,
of
it was
touchdown.
right there.
They were kind of delayed on the call as the Lions are going to go for 2 to go up by 3 scores. Dingus rumbling through. I don't think he's going to get there. Nope. 19-0 here at Bungie Field as the Trojans get ready for their fourth drive.
Who scored that touchdown there? Do you remember?
Hunt.
Hunt. Thank you.
It was off a tip pass there from they tipped it along the line, and McIntyre got his right hand in there. And so, anyways, Caden, you were talking about why they're not with this 4-4 defense before I interrupted you on that touchdown.
No, you're right.
Explain that again. Like you can't jam the receivers.
Right. So, if Bremen's going to come out with 4 wide receivers wide, 2 on each side, Triton only has 3 real defensive backs out there who want to cover the pass. So if you want to jam the receivers, let's say you get beat off that line, you've got no help behind you.
Yeah, you got nobody up over top.
Deep ball every time over you.
Well, and that's one thing. When, like you said, you only have 3 legit guys out there that can cover. And we saw last week against Caston on the edge, they just had the speed. We didn't quite have the speed to match in the outside. I mean, the guys battled hard. But when you don't have that speed, you can't really press up against those guys. Keegan West here was getting his ankle looked at. That's been a problem for him all year. He's getting it retaped by the athletic trainer. So hope he's all right and can come back in because Keegan can be a key contributor on that defense.
Yep.
He's got good hands.
Like to imagine if Keegan would have been right there because he plays middle linebacker, and that's where they threw it right at his replacement, it looked like.
McIntyre, the single high safety, had to come back in to get that one. So here we go. Estrada to kick it away. McIntyre, Shue, and Snyder back to receive. Line drive kick is going to go right to McIntyre. He's going to take it off.
Field that one. Doesn't pick it up cleanly.
And that's going to hurt him. As initial in the tackle was Hunter Bennett, and the Trojans and Cole Shively and company are going to have to work out of a big hole deep in their own territory where they've kind of spent most of the night.
They need to take some time off the clock here, not give Bremen another chance, put up another score before the half ends here.
And the plus side is, I mean, we get the ball back after halftime. You know?
In reality, Triton could go down at almost 3 minutes here, 2 3/4, and score. And then we get the ball, like you said, after halftime. There's another potential. You're right back in this game here. You just got to manage your time and
pull a New England Patriots and go 2 for 2, or go for 1 for 1, what do you want to call it?
Get the 2 for 1 going here.
There you go. Run up the middle there. I believe that was Conley. No, that was Shue.
That was Shue, yep.
I like the white jerseys, but they're hard to read from a distance.
Yeah, I feel your pain there.
They look cool.
My 8 started to look like a 0 halfway through the game.
It did.
There, you look at the zoom of the camera.
There you go.
See, there you go. You know, so now you zoom away, you can't quite read those. So here we go. Shue and McIntyre in the backfield. Cabrera here on the near side. Irvine on the far right. Ames in that tight end spot. Shively back under center. Goes to the accelerator, and he's going to run into a brick wall. And he's going to have to pump the brakes on that one.
Accelerate all he wants. He's going to have to hit the brakes when he hits that Bremen wall there.
They're really doing a good job holding Hunter McIntyre, a guy who averages over 100 yards a game.
137, I believe, was his average coming into this game.
So 2 minutes to go on that. I believe Bremen took a timeout. Was that who took the timeout?
Yes, Bremen. That'd be my guess, yeah.
I'm going to guess they did. I don't think we would have taken the timeout.
Yeah. 3rd and 7 coming up here. You're falling back into that. Bremen's going to get the ball, most likely, if Triton can't convert here, on Triton's side of the 50, giving them another short field.
So we got 73 people watching. Sure appreciate that.
Is Thunderstruck yet?
Yep. Go
right.
Big Wrecking Crew. Kind of quiet on the chat otherwise.
Yeah.
A little different setup for us, but we can still watch it.
We'll make it work. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to halftime. I'm ready to get a drink.
Oh, and it's even up here.
It's even up here. I just got to reach back there and get it. First, I got to slide out of here, but it's not going to happen until halftime. So we're minimal trips Here I am sound like an old man. I'm not an old man yet.
And then you did hear you can't go inside, so if you do have to use the restroom, you got to line up.
You got to use them
I'm not
porta
going.
potties.
I'm not going to Porta John. I was on the giving end of too many pranks in a Porta John. I will never step foot in another one ever again. Oh. Boy, I feel bad for that kid. That was horrible. Porta potty with a skid loader.
So we got Irvine out wide and Cabrera to our near side here. Shively going to throw. Pocket collapses. I think the ball came out.
And Bremen's going to, they're going to score.
Touchdown.
That's going to be a scoop and score there. I believe that was number 76. Lane Mosier picked up the fumble and drops it in. And Bremen, just like that, 25, up 25 now. If you watch here, Shively gets away from the pressure. Got away, I believe, initially.
He dropped it there.
Yeah, Brody Eschenberger knocked it free. Good heads-up play there by the Lions player, Lane Mosier, to get through there. Triton getting all they can handle here in this first half. As Strada back to kick again. Farrell threatening here on the near side of the line. So try to push through. We're going to get a flag. I might have had an offsides on the defense. I'm pretty sure we were offsides.
I don't think they call offsides dead.
Well,
I don't know, though, because defenseless kicker or whatever you want to call that. Maybe.
Yeah. We're going to call
false start. No?
Yeah,
offsides.
I was wondering if they were
interesting.
It looked like Farrell was close, but I don't think it was that close. But
I think they might have got it on Cabrera on the far side.
That's what I'm wondering, too.
So Bremen going to come out here now, go for two as the ball is on the yard and a half line here.
Yeah, Cabrera was just up. Yep. So here we go now. As they're going to go for two.
Yep.
25-0. They tried the last time. Triton stopped it.
They have Dingus offset back there, and that's who they gave it to. He just walks in.
Yep, well, it took 3 Trojans, but he walks right through. 27-0 now. Bremen firing on all cylinders here.
So much for that drive. And
Did get the ball back
yeah.
and try to capitalize again.
It was a good idea.
Easier said than done.
Exactly. It's not Madden where you can kind of control that a little bit.
Right.
More.
It's also not Madden because they have lines on the field.
Oh, true, exactly. And I've watched enough YouTube videos and people complaining about this. And the guy I watched one the other day, it was hilarious. The guy was running with one of the on the new Madden. Caden already knows I showed him, but the guy was running the ball and he goes, "All right, ready to play the game," and we're on a soccer field. It was hilarious. Poor Madden. I mean, those guys have been roasted the last week. Hey, but they finally got the roster's actually correct now.
Clowney's on a team. I saw that today.
He must have got his paperwork turned in.
Yeah.
Or a virus, or was he in quarantine?
Well, no, he got signed late, and apparently he got to turn paperwork in order to be on Madden to give your rights away, I guess. Like Caden said, they're going to load up this left side, but they've been pushing it right all game. Yep. They've been line drive kicks. They haven't been real high kicks.
They haven't been high, and it's been giving Triton some trouble because they're rolling on the ground. Hunter McIntyre has some trouble picking it up, and the blockers having difficulty latching onto somebody.
Yeah, and that makes it hard. I mean, that ball bouncing off that field, it's not like getting a ground ball.
No.
That ball's
you don't know where it's going.
It's like a grease pig. Good luck.
You just got to get lucky. We have not gotten lucky. That's the problem.
Another line drive kick, but Hunter McIntyre's going to take that one off the chest.
Plainly.
Here we go. McIntyre got a head of steam, runs forward. Doesn't quite get too far past the 25-yard line is where Shively will come back out. Well, season 26, I think. 27.
Yep.
Didn't get my binoculars out, Kenny.
It was pretty close because it was.
What is that noise?
I don't
They're
know.
longboarding behind us.
Okay, because I'm saying
I keep thinking
it's the scoreboard.
The siren.
Shively goes. He's going to go up to Shoe, and he's going to get met by that Bremen line, and they push him right back.
He got 1 yard on the play.
I believe so, yes.
So that last drive for Triton, after the fumble and everything, only totaled to 54 seconds.
Got to hold the ball longer.
Their longest drive has been 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, and that was their second drive where they had that big run by Shoe.
And Keegan trots back out there. Dude's a tough dude. He's definitely hurt on that ankle, but he's not going to go away. He didn't get to play last game, and it bothered him. Up again to Shoe, and he'll get met in a hurry. Bremen down there inside the pile to get him.
How about trick play, Eunice? Come on, bring it outside, coach.
Brody Beasley in there on the tackle for Bremen.
No gain there.
That'll bring up third down. We've converted, what, one first down tonight?
Yeah, we've had 1 first down.
Okay, that's what I thought. So
Is
Triton.
that, is that long run.
And like I said, that ever since that long run, the Trojans having a hard time moving that ball. That Bremen line, they've flexed their muscles early in that first quarter. They haven't let up one bit.
I apologize. We have 2 first downs.
2 first down. Oh, and McIntyre got lit up by Hunter Bennett.
I heard the pop from here.
And Hunter, a tough dude, he took a smack now. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah.
You may not want to watch this.
I don't know. If
Hide your children.
just
Just
barely
caught
got
the
it.
outside.
He almost caught that pitch there.
Yeah,
He was there so fast.
And Bennett's pretty quick. I mean, 6 foot, 170 pounds, and he runs like a deer.
Yep.
He got back here in a hurry, but boy,
Same player who had that back shoulder catch here over Gavin Butler in the second quarter. I don't remember.
yeah,
which one it was.
what you got back in him? Because remember, Gavin knocked that pass away early
Yep.
in the game on their first drive.
Yep. So Bremen calls a timeout with 18 seconds left. And it's
Gotta wonder here.
4th and 13.
They're going. Well,
You got to punt it. You're at your own
yeah,
24.
You ain't going for it. Do they got separate concessions like we had last week?
I
No,
don't.
I think there's on there.
Yeah.
There's 2
Windows.
windows down there.
Oh,
But
okay.
Social distance.
Got to keep a distance.
keep the Bremen germs on the Bremen
Yeah.
side, the bourbon or the Trojan germs on it.
What, you hungry? You hungry after your feast?
Oh no, dinner was good tonight. Oh man, shout out to Terry for that one. Never disappoints. We should have told Caden had
Yeah.
Caden come. That's on us. It was pretty good though.
Was
Chicken and rice and
Peach cobbler.
peach
or-
cobbler. Oh man.
With Travis's peaches?
We'll make sure we invite Caden next time.
all right, sounds like
We won't leave him not included. Yeah, we got to keep our analyst over here fed.
that's right. You got to keep me happy.
Cabrera to kick. The snap is good. He just gets out. Well, that's a
That's
rocket.
a good punt.
Here comes Farrell to cover. Bennett kicks by the way, but Jeremiah Farrell, the fridge, throws him up and brings him down.
Go for that ball.
Boy, he ain't going in. He froze that left leg of Hunter Bennett, and he didn't let go at all. The fridge slamming the door there. 5.9. Well, do you rub it in the 331 rivalry, or do you just take a knee and go into halftime?
I mean, if I'm coaching, I'm taking a shot.
I mean, I know we're broadcast for Triton, but I kind of would too. I'm kind of,
I mean,
it's just like the debate they're having right now about baseball. Do you keep swinging for home runs if you're up by 20 runs?
if
Well,
you
yeah.
throw,
I mean,
throw
if
it down the middle, I'm going to
I mean-
swing on it. I don't care if it's a 3-0 count and I'm up 10 runs.
those are my stats, so yeah, I'm going to swing the bat. I formation. Farrell back there, reading back, as Burkholder gets it.
Holder. And
Farrell in on the
that is-
tackle. The fridge comes in, and that's the final play of the second quarter. 27-0 is our score. Bremen's out in front. And as we'll take a quick break, we'll be back after halftime for the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
gentlemen, the Emerald Alliance Marching Band. The Emerald Alliance would like to thank our incredible band boosters and all band parents for their support this season. Please give a nice round of applause for your Emerald Alliance Bremen Marching Band.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hare alongside Caden Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as we're live here at Bungie Field in Bremen, Indiana, as our Triton Trojans travel up here for the battle for 331. And so far, Caden, in that first half, Bremen owns the battle as they have on their all-time record.
Yep, that 32-2 is seeming to hold up as they just ran right down the throat of the Trojans in that first half. Triton really couldn't do nothing, and Bremen was even able to pass the ball against them. So
it's kind of like watching that big brother, little brother battle. It's just the big brother is just giving them everything they can handle.
It pains me to hear you say that because I've been a part of that, but
I'm just saying from as a broadcaster standpoint. Not that I like it.
We'll see what Coach Eunice told them at halftime and see if we can get a spark getting the ball here, opening up this third quarter.
And I'll tell you what, I was in the locker room last year for one of Eunice's pregame speeches.
Yeah.
That dude wanted me to – I wanted to suit up and go hit somebody.
The best pregame speech I ever heard was from Eunice my senior year right before we played Bremen.
McIntyre takes off the one hop. He's going to take off going here, but Bremen's going to battle right through. McIntyre on his feet. McIntyre goes up to the 30-yard line. Good job by him.
Able to hit a hole there.
Hit a little crease, and he made him pay. The accelerator finds his way on a good return, trying to produce any way he can.
I noticed that time he took a more direct route up the field as opposed to trying to go wide around the people.
Yep. And that's kind of your own – I guess, kind of knowing your abilities as a runner or as a returner. I mean, you got to pick where you're going to go.
There's the ball on the 30.
For me, I wasn't super fast. I'm going to go up the middle. Got a better chance of going somewhere. But also got a better chance of getting swatted. So, pick your poison. Shively under center. Here we go. Out. I'm going to keep it. No, he fumbled it right off the get-go.
Shively able to pick it back up, it looked like.
See if we can see.
I think he went to pitch. It might have went. Yep, just lost it. Went to pitch and lost it. I think he hesitated because you look and you saw Brody Eschenberger coming through there. Coming through there. I think he just pulled back and hesitated just enough, and that moves him back. Second down and a country mile at this point. Second down and 14 for him. Gotta love the attitude of Jeremiah Farrell, though, coming back under center. He's keeping these guys lit up. Shy to have the shotgun.
Yep, you're just going to spread them out, and that pass has got to get there. He had blockers on the outside.
And Snyder was taking. Snyder had plenty of room to take off and go. That's a third down. Bremen gave him the space too. They're almost daring him to pass a little bit, to trying to bait him out a little bit. Of course, tomorrow, everything going on at 9 o'clock, so we'll have the volleyball tournament for you there at the Trojan Trench.
Yep.
We'll only be covering the games in the trench, though. I think they're going to have games in the tech, too. But.
Another low snap bobbled, and there's some fall. Oh, we're going to get something late happening there, but I don't think it's anything intentional.
No call there.
I think Shively was tied up with one of the defensive ends.
That is going to bring up fourth down.
So
a very quick possession again for the Trojans.
So
there's only 2 first downs on the whole game.
And they're just having a hard time. That Bremen front has just bullied them around here this evening.
There's a loss of 11 on that mishap of a play there.
Cabrera back to kick. Bennett to receive. Had to kind of trail that snap a little bit. High kick. The wind's died a little bit, but that's going to go a little ways. And Hollins in front of it and pushes Bennett back.
Let that bounce.
That took a Triton roll. They'll be on the Bremen 46-yard line.
Another minute 40 possession for the Trojans.
Or, excuse me, the Triton 46-yard line.
Yep.
Cabrera's done it. Minus that one punt that didn't quite get him any yards. Yep. He's punted the ball very well tonight. And Lucas has got a pretty good leg. He's kind of like that universal remote. You can plug and play him anywhere.
Yep. Another possession for Bremen starting in Triton territory now.
He's getting a little breezy.
So Nunemaker goes to Dingus. He's up the middle, and he's rumbling forward. Pretty good gain on first down. And the fridge on the tackle.
6 yards there on the carry. I don't think you're going to hear our student section responding to Bremen's chant there.
Don't think so. A little quiet over there.
Yeah.
Nunemakel. Back again. Dingus gets in. He gets wrapped up in a hurry. I believe that was Farrell, the fridge, in on the tackle, wrapped him up by the legs. Farrell's been a man out there today, bringing in the many tackles as he can. So Nunemaker out of the shotgun. Burkholder back there with him. Or excuse me, that's not Burkholder.
That is.
That's Kaufman.
Yes.
Nunemaker dials up.
And overthrows him.
Had a little window there for Bishop. They broke him outside. Caden saw that earlier.
Yep. 4th down coming now. I imagine Coach Leeper is going to go for it, 4th and 5.
And it appears that way. As Nunemaker's getting the call, he'll come trotting back out. So you're ready to go to work here. I always like on Friday night when the sun goes down, you get the lights on. Always liked it. Always liked it. Nunemaker now out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers out to the right. 3 wide receivers.
And they're going to dump it off to Dingus, and he's got it.
He's got it.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they're going to give it to him. Move the chains, and the Lions get another first down.
.840 left in this 3rd quarter.
They've had that ball for a long time, this ball game.
It sure seems like it. They had it for, oh, how long was that? I don't remember how long the first drive was.
But, I mean, they pretty well controlled possession all game.
Yeah, they had it for 6 minutes, the first drive of the game.
Westaver in on the tackle there, but, I mean, that's kind of what they've executed their game plan.
Yep.
They've held the ball, and unfortunately, when you're a 1A school, unfortunately, I mean, you don't have those guys they can just play offense and play just defense. You're not going to have that.
Yep.
You know, some of these guys are, I mean, they're wearing them out. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Goes up to Dingus. He takes off.
Got it.
And he's going to have a touchdown. Bremen back on the board again. Now our score from 30 yards out, 33-0.
Get the bug spray.
Yeah, better get the bug spray. It's getting a little quiet. I'm going to go back. You have to play that out. I want to hear it. Oh, man.
What was that, 30-yard?
30-yard touchdown score there from Dingus as they go up now 33. As Estrada gets ready to kick it up. Low snap, kind of bobble, but he'll split the uprights. 34 points now for the Bremen Lions. Trojans trying to find a way to get on that board. And, you know, and that's one thing. I mean, you can when you guys played, you guys had quite a few players, and we're down this year. I mean, unfortunately, but yet you guys still played Ironman football. You played both ways. What's that like in a game like this when you play a bigger school? Where, how do you guys prepare? I mean, that's not an easy thing to do.
No, and I want to say conditioning, but we really didn't condition that much. So it's a lot of mental toughness more than anything else. You have to mentally know that you can do it and tell yourself that you can do it, or else you're not going to be able to. That's really all it comes down to.
And see, you know, and that's like, you went Warsaw schools. I went to Warsaw schools. Everybody had their own different things, but that to me is what makes a tougher player. If you can mentally do that, I mean, that senior group that you guys were with, that group still amazes me to this day is how tough you guys were, because every single one of you played both ways. Yep. There wasn't one of you that played one or the other. You guys played both ways. And these guys here, they had to cut their teeth, and they had to grow up. They had to really grow up last year. Not seeing as much on-field time. I mean, they were on the team, but they didn't see as much time on the field.
It was definitely a wake-up call last year after having those 2 really good seasons and then that 2-win season we had last season. So,
but yet these guys worked hard through that. I mean, there's talent on this roster. I mean, absolutely there's talent on this roster. There's guys that want to work. These are guys that want to play football. They just want to show up and play. They want to work to be good football players and be a good football team. We'll see what they can do here. McIntyre drops the punt, or drops the kick rather. He kicks back on his feet, and Bennett's there to meet him, and they're going to get stopped inside their 15-yard line.
Going to be another bad starting field position for the Trojans.
And that's just a deflating thing. I mean, unfortunately Hunter couldn't quite corral that one. Like I said, this group, there's a lot of bright spots. I mean, there's not something I'm going to say that they're. I mean, we just got to keep working.
Well, the 15-yard line.
So the offense coming back out to work. Shively out there at left tackle. The other bookend, Lemler. Amsden and Fairchild, the 2 guards, and Farrell back under as the center. As Shively goes to snap, goes right up there. It's going to be a fumble again.
Bremen
gets it. Recovered there by number 23, Grant Kaufman. And Bremen takes over.
I'm not sure if we could see a whole lot in there or not.
It looked like
just behind everybody.
Well, I think we went to hand it off to Shoe. I just think that there was just a little mishap there. Couldn't bring it back. And just like that, Nunemaker and Company's going to set up on the Trojan 15-yard line inside the red zone. They have only had to start beyond the 50 once tonight. And I think that was the opening kickoff. Bennett goes in motion, goes on the sweep. He gets outside. Oh, man. Farrell. And McIntyre coming and laid the lead to bring him down. It was a good carry, but that was a pretty nice tackle by them.
Gain 1 on the play.
And that's one group. I mean, you watch them play against South Central, watch them play. They do swarm to the ball. They're not afraid to make contact. They're not afraid to hit. It's just, like I said, Bremen's just a tough team. I mean, this is a group. They're in a tough conference, but I wouldn't want to face them. They have lived up to their name all night.
That whole conference is very tough, yeah. We were looking at it during halftime.
Yep. Nunemaker under center goes again. Going to give it to Dingus up the right side.
Someone was there to meet him.
And I think McIntyre, is coming out of nowhere. Or is that Farrell?
I couldn't quite tell who that was there. Someone met him right out of the gate.
Who is that? Kenny comes around. He got met.
Was it Dominic, maybe?
That's Amsden. Amsden's coming in there. He's that missile coming in to tackle guys.
Oh, what are we dumping over there?
That's a bad day, Trent.
Pass here to the left side as Nunemaker rolls left. He's going to keep it.
He's going to run with it.
He's going to take off. He's going to get met and get hit.
I believe he got the first down, however.
Yep. First and goal now for the Lions.
And if not, it is 4th and I'm talking inches.
Oh.
Yep.
They're gonna make
I kind of figured they were off.
Nothing more than the nose of the football.
So 34 points for the Lions they put up unanswered. They're going to sub a couple guys out. They're going to bring Burkholder in. And he'll be the tailback with Dingus there in the fullback spot. Got to believe they might go up the gut with him. And they do, and the big man rumbles forward.
He's got it. Maybe
he's going to have
touchdown. No, we're going to call him short.
He's just going to be a fuzz short of that goal line. Kind of figured when I saw that power eye, they're going to run Dingus right up the middle.
Yep.
So now they got a fresh set of downs. As
Ball
Amsden will check
1.
back in.
1-1-1.
Like I said, I want to thank Bremen again for their hospitality. Make sure we had a table and a hookup, even though we weren't allowed to be couldn't be in the press box due to COVID restrictions. They were able to find us a spot over here in the visitor stand.
No rain, so it's actually not too bad out here.
No, it's not too bad. However, I don't know if I could do this later in the year in coveralls, but Unamaker back under center. He'll go again. There's Dingus. He's up the middle. 1 yard touchdown. The Lions are back on the board.
It's Dingus' second of the game now.
And the mosquitoes are back out again, or the crickets. Okay, I won't hit the button anymore.
Dang it, I lost my place. I was doing some math over here.
Oh, he's swatting bugs.
Yeah.
Sorry, Caden.
No, you're all right.
Estrada now. They'll try again. Low kick. Oh, it's going to bounce out.
Yeah,
But Doink gets in.
That's just the luck. Hey.
See, you're done. See, it worked. Okay, I'm done now.
Someone take that away from me.
Oh man!
Yeah, put that lever down. You can hit those buttons all you want.
It's like it's on the little kid setting now. Mom, hey, where's the batteries at? Oh boy! So there we go, 41-0 now as the Lions been in control of this one from the get-go. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be live from the Trojan Trench. We'll have all the games in the trench. I don't believe we're going to go to the TAC, correct there, producer?
No.
So.
Still working on getting that set up over there.
Anyways, good luck to the girls tomorrow. Good luck to cross country. They're running. Tennis is going, and the golfers are out there doing their thing.
The conference golf is tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
At North Judson.
Yep. Chesapeake Run. That's a nice course.
Now, see, that's one thing I never got into was golf. I can drive no problem, but everything else, unless it didn't involve a golf cart, I just didn't do it. It's more fun to drive the golf cart, personally. I have golf. There is a set of clubs in my house. They're not a very nice set of clubs, but they're there.
They hacked the ball good enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
now, see,
before this kickoff takes place, I just want to throw this out there. Triton's average starting field position is their own 19-yard line.
oh, wow.
And Bremen's is Triton's 47-yard line.
You know, and right there, I mean, it's
That's the math I was doing over here.
okay. One hop. McIntyre gets a hold of that one. He's going to go right up the middle of the field. He's going to get hit. He's going to get up just past the 25, maybe up to the 27-yard line. You know, and that's tough. I mean, when you're starting that deep in your own field position, it's hard to dig out of that hole, and
He's
especially
not getting up.
Nope.
Oh, and McIntyre's down. Triton's leading rusher got popped good. Hope Hunter's okay. He's a tough dude. And for him to get like that, that's not good signs for the Trojans. That's
Looks like he more got kind of hit in the leg.
Yep. So, hate to speculate, but that's what it appears over here.
yep. Hope he's okay.
Shu kind of had that injury last week, and he recovered.
Yep.
As he's now going to get it, Anthony Shu's going to get hit. But he's going to rumble through, but he's going to, like I said, those free runners, Bremen flexing their muscles on defense, second down and long on the loss there. And, you know, Anthony Shu had that big first week with 90 yards on the ground.
There's that siren again. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm
I
telling
think
you.
it's in the student section over there, maybe.
Okay. Because isn't that what ours sounds like when
you score.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You guys just don't like sirens and cops and
I get
football.
nervous, okay?
I just
Tasers.
Well, so far that hasn't happened this week, so we're doing good. Oh boy, Trent's going fishing.
got the hat for it.
Yep.
Oh man,
I guess they got a bunch of those hats for the cross country, and they got some shirts. I think they're getting ready.
all right. You can't run with the hat. That might mess with your aerodynamics when you're running.
He would rather wear the hat than worry about the.
I'm just saying.
Be a nice hat for some golf.
There you go. Putt. I formation now. As Shu's going to get it, he's going to hit the hole in a hurry, but he's going to get stopped just as quick. Fourth down now. Another 3 and out for the Trojans. And I think that's Shively's getting up slow. Cam's a tough dude. You know, this is a lot of work as McIntyre's getting helped over here to the side and over here.
Seems to be walking.
He's putting weight on that. That's a good sign.
At least he's up sitting down, not laying down like he was a little bit ago.
Yep. And like I said, Hunter is one of the toughest dudes I've ever met. So, I mean, for him to have to come out, that's not – I guarantee that's not by his choice. He's a competitor. He's a guy that's not going to quit. Cabrera gets another good punt up in the air. Bennett's trying to track it down. He's going to slide and get it. Did he wave that off?
No, he hit the ground, though.
Okay.
Down by contact.
So the ground will stop it there, and that's one of the few times tonight Bremen's going to start on their own territory.
Just barely.
The 44-yard line.
As Caden said earlier, they've been starting from the Triton 47-yard line. This time they're going to start on their own territory here at Bungie Field as the third quarter getting ready to come to a close, about 35 seconds out.
Eunice is down there talking to Hunter now.
You know, and Coach Eunice, Caden can probably speak to this. Such a great coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he cares about his players. It don't matter. He cares about each and every one of his players. He's just an outstanding all-around coach. I mean, I'd like to play for a guy like Coach Eunice.
And I never had to play for him, or got to, I guess, play for him as a head coach, but he was the offense coordinator. So I've known him. I had him in Wade's class. Stand-up guy, stand-up coach.
Micah Burkholder with the big run there.
And there's the quarter.
And there's the end of the third quarter. As Caden just said, 41. Try not find a pay dirt yet. And Bremen will get the ball in Triton territory as we get the fourth quarter back underway. I'm Andy O'Hara with Caden Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler from the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As we're live here from Bungie Field in Bremen High School for the battle for 331. And thus far, the Lions flex their muscles. And Caden, I was close.
Yeah.
I kind of said, I mean, the way that team was scoring, they're going to hit 45, but I think Caden's going to be right. I think they're going to break 50. As hard as Leaper's been working, I mean, on that sideline, I mean, you like you said, you played in that rivalry. These guys, they come loaded for bear for this game.
Yep.
And it shows in the all-time records, and they overwhelmingly lead that record.
I forgot, is the mercy rule still in effect?
Oh, man, we should pull those rules up. I'm pretty sure it is. It should. The clock should just be a continuous clock from here on out, I do believe.
I think it was.
It was?
Yeah, because it didn't stop when I was
That quarter went pretty quick.
I was going to say, it did feel quick, but I wasn't entirely sure, so.
It took like 30 minutes.
You know, in this entire coaching staff, you know, this is a good group. This is a pretty nice coaching staff. I mean, Coach Whitaker, I mean, listening to him on the sideline and kind of watching how his defense played, them boys talk back there now. I mean, he really, really communicates well with his players, and they really work hard for him. And Coach Bragg does a good job there along the line. And Coach Vermillion in there, and then Coach May. I mean, there's great coaches all over the place, and Coach Ikes, and, you know, they're, like I said. Ickes.
Yep, Coach Ickes.
Ikes? I don't
know. Someone told me Ikes once. I don't know.
Ickes, yeah.
Ickes.
Okay.
And then, sorry, Jordan. He'll probably help me later. And then you got Coach Haynes. Good old Coach Haynes.
No Chick-fil-A.
No Chick-fil-A tonight.
We did have chicken, though.
We did have chicken. Yep, we did. So then now the quarterback is going to be Reese Green, the freshman.
Saw him on he is on the kickoff team on our side here.
Mosier gets it. He's going to rumble, and then the Triton defense is going to come up and push him back. So Leaper bringing out the underclassmen, give them some experience here against his Trojan team as the clock will continue to run with the mercy rule. Trojans are going to continue to work here. Of course, next week we'll have senior night at home against Culver, our first home game of the season.
See, and I think
That's crazy.
The email I think was sent out. That's going to start at 6:40. So I'm supposed to be lined up at 6:30 down there.
Well, I won't be late getting here. Don't worry. Carry there
No
for
gain
Zarnecki. No gain. And don't worry, I'm sure Caden will make sure I don't touch nothing.
That's right.
He's already made me turn down my buttons, so I'm not allowed to hit the buttons. I mean, I can hit them now, it just won't do anything.
have to look and see. There'll be quite a few people out there, quite a few seniors for.
Yep. We got 7 on
How many
the.
do we have? 7?
We got 7 players.
Yeah, it was on this sheet. We have 7.
Yeah, we should have 7 players for the football team. Cross country, we
There's
got
at least 2.
2 there.
There are 3 or 4 golfers. I think they're all
Yep.
Yeah.
seniors.
Yep. We got probably got some cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders, yeah.
Oh, fumble on the ball there. Did the big blue wrecking crew get a hold of it? Be a good moment for them tonight.
They're still fighting over it in there.
Caught me napping. I didn't see it.
And the big blue wrecking crew comes away with the football. Down there to get, I believe that was Nate Amsden.
Let's see if we can see.
Or Farrell. Let's see.
53
Yeah,
held it up.
yeah,
Now.
So that would have been Josh Lemler had it.
Yeah.
So the big blue wrecking crew now, they get the ball.
Triton's going to start on their own 48. Still haven't started in Bremen territory.
But hey, you know, I mean, this group here, I mean, you know, they're going to fight here, so. So that clock's going to run the rest of the way out. Said Hope Hunter's okay. He's got ice on that knee down there.
Yep.
The Shoe brothers, they're in the I formation. As Anthony gets it, and he'll run forward, but Bremen's going to stop him there at the line. Now that wind's becoming a problem,
Yeah.
Caden.
Yeah, I kind of was thinking that too. Good thing we only got 9 minutes left.
Yep.
Maybe a yard. Probably not.
So been good having Caden on the broadcast tonight, having him and his on-field experience, and
He's been busy over there.
And
He's
he's
writing a
busy.
thesis.
I'm telling you what. I'll tell you what. I told him just do what you feel is best, and man, he has exceeded all expectations. I gave him pretty high expectations coming in anyway, but man, Caden has impressed tonight. Pair of shoes in the backfield.
Yeah.
Turn on the crickets.
Oh my goodness. Or hey, I mean, you can do the. Okay, I'm done. I won't do it again. Oh, man.
Oh, somebody asked about senior night already. Well, that's because this actually is our first home game, and if the way this season's going, if something happens, we at least got several chances. If some reason, if Culver that we play next week comes down with and their team can't play, we still have more options.
Yep.
So
I mean, that's kind of what there's still teams having a hard time with it, so. Shively goes to Trey Shoe. The big man who had the big run earlier goes through.
When I get emails about the sound effects, I'll forward them to you.
keep them up.
Oh,
keep them up.
Keep them up. Oh, boy. Biles comes out, Irvine to check in.
It's a gain of 5 there, but still not enough as 4th down is coming for the Trojans.
Coach Hughes going to go for it here, 4th and 1.
Hey, why not?
Might as well. 7.5 minutes and just a little over 7.5 minutes to go. Shively now. Goes back to Shoe. He'll get the first down. And he's still going. Oh, I don't know.
They're
They're going to say forward progress. And Shoe's like a Mack truck. That guy will power right through and shows off the strength there. And he's only a sophomore. And he's a guy who last year, 5'10", 210 pounds. Or is he? Wait a minute. He's a junior. I thought he was a sophomore. I might be wrong on that. I thought he was a sophomore. But anyways, he's a guy last year was very flexible, started along that line, and we were starting to lose due to injuries and everything. I mean, he's a guy that filled in. So Trace is going to be a tough guy, and look forward to see what he develops into. Going to go to Anthony Shoe now. He's on this side. He's going to fall down. And on the tackle there is number 54, Brody Eschenberger.
Got a flag?
A flag on the play. Not sure what we're going to call it on.
On Bremen.
So there it's going to be an automatic. It's going to be an automatic first down.
Face mask.
Oh.
So that's the only thing bad on this side. We don't get to see the
We can't see everything.
see the calls, but at least we can hear it from across the way.
Also,
There's another first down.
also want to thank the Big Blue Wrecking Crew coaching staff for the shirts.
That's right.
We were official. Got Triton football shirts here today. Appreciate that, guys. As Anthony Shue battles through there, and he's still, I thought he may have got it back, kept on going, but he gets stopped. Love the sound effect. Keep them up.
Who was that?
Heidi.
How was Heidi?
Guess I'm outnumbered.
I don't know. Caden's got tabs on me now. He grounds me over here. So here we go. 17 seconds on the play clock. Shabby back under center. Looking right, going to go across the middle to Cabrera, and I think it's going to be intercepted.
Intercepted, yeah.
And that's going to be picked off there by Burkholder.
Let's see if we can see.
He had Cabrera, but led him a little too far, looks like.
Shively's pass is
Yep.
picked off by number 28, Micah Burkholder.
So Burkholder now with the interception, a Trojan turnover down in Bremen territory, and this might be the furthest Bremen has started tonight.
Oh, where are we at? 24 it is, actually.
So they'll go now as Shively will come out, and Lemler will check in for him. Tough night for this group, you know. I mean, but still, you know, I always say you learn more in a loss than you do in a win. And these guys here, I mean, they're going to take what they've learned. I think that I'm knowing this group and how they work. They're going to apply it next week. I mean, they're going to work hard. I mean, it's moments like this that kind of wake you up.
One thing that Coach Brown always told us was, remember this for 24 hours and then forget it. Whether it's a win or a loss, you think about it for 24 hours and forget about it. It's time to move on.
You know, I miss Coach Brown. I missed having the conversation with the fruit snacks and the and the juice boxes. Oh, man, miss having Coach Brown.
Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Result of the run is a Bremen Lion first down.
I mean, that was great that year because we were trying to get sponsors for the juice boxes and the fruit snacks.
Yeah.
I remember that was great. Parents were donating in bulk. Oh, that was great. So Green's going to go back to – they're trying to get lined up, the underclassmen, trying to get it figured out here inside 7 seconds on the play clock. He's going to work out of the shotgun. Still getting lined up, 2 seconds.
There we go.
They're going to go with the sweep, and there's going to be Lemler and Fairchild to bring him down.
Nice.
Oh, that's what I thought they were saying.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted to clarify.
Yep, that's why I got quiet real quick. 3:10 now remaining in the ball game, and this battle for Highway 331 is going to go back to the Lions again this season. Triton's going to fall to 2-1. They'll get ready to face Culver. And that triple option attack that they run down there.
Culver was playing West Central today.
They've kind of had a tough go starting off the season. But like I said, Cade, you know, in moments like this, like you said, 24 hours, I mean, you forget it.
Yep.
At the same time, it's going to make you want to work harder because you're going to have to work harder because you got teams like Adams Central and Southwood and Cherubusco in our
sectional.
sectional. I mean, those are three tough teams.
Yeah.
And Northfield, who knocked off Southwood after that team didn't have a loss all season. So, I mean, and Northfield beat us last year. So, I mean, you got some tough teams. And these guys here, I mean, it's kind of a humbling experience.
Sectional has changed since we won it my senior year, where it was basically just a conference tournament almost.
Yep. Changed last year. Is out there on the run.
To the outside and get him.
Lance Mosier, the freshman.
One.
As the clock's now inside 2 minutes to go. Of course, like we said, tomorrow we'll have the Triton tournament for volleyball. As the girls broke out the brooms last night in Bourbon against our neighbors to the south in Tippecanoe Valley. They're going to take on a whole bunch of teams tomorrow.
I say you even have a list of who else.
I haven't got a schedule yet, there, producer. Did you get a
Well, that's my bad, I guess. I don't have one either.
I know Triton plays at 9 first game.
Oh, yeah, we always played first game.
Yeah. I think Caston, I want to say.
Okay.
Did we get a replacement for Argus? Argus
I
dropped
didn't
out.
know Argus wasn't coming.
Yeah, they had a COVID case on the volleyball team. Strong punt. Wow, he put all of that one in. All in that one. Holland will wisely get away from it
First time we've seen Bremen punt.
as Burkholder runs it down. As the final minute of the ball game comes here, expect Coach Eunice to run this one out. As the Bremen student section loud on their feet over there at Bungie Field, as the Lions will improve to 3-1 on the year. As this group next week, they're going to start there, get ready to do some of their conference plays. They'll take on Jimtown, and they got 4 conference games out of the last 5 to go. The Trojans, it's all conference on the way here, on the rest of the way out.
Yep.
They've only played 1 conference game this season. That was against Caston. So Culver, Pioneer, Judson, Knox, and the Winnemac. As Shue will run through, and he'll rumble forward. And that probably
That'll do it,
they'll do it here for tonight. 41-0 tonight, as the Lions will win this one here, and they'll improve. And Triton, unfortunately, will fall into the loss column there. Tough night, though, you know. But like I said, good to have Caden up here.
Yep.
As I believe your passenger's up here to make sure she gets her ride home for tomorrow. Do you want to talk tonight? No. You want to talk at all?
How about tomorrow?
Oh, hey, there we go.
That's tomorrow.
All right. Well, we can't get Kinsey to talk with that, and I guess we're going to hang it up here from Bungie Field. I'm Andy O'Hara for Caden Atkins, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.